Hey everybody out there, welcome to another Lexington Strong Style Sports video as I come to you with yet another modern era NBA scenario. And this is one that I talked about doing a couple of months ago, but I've finally gone ahead and got this ready for you guys. I know a lot of you guys have probably been waiting on it, but here it is. 2006 Kobe Bryant is coming to the modern era. That's right. We have done the same thing we've done with Jordan. We've done it with Wilt Chamberlain, and we've done it with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, and now finally, we are doing Kobe Bryant in his prime from 2006, folks. This is the year when Kobe scored 81 points. This is the best he ever was. Well, the best he ever was as an individual player, and we are dropping him in the modern era of the NBA with a team built around him with modern NBA players, strategically to see if the great Black Mamba, may he rest in peace, can he take a team to the NBA Finals and once again prove that he is among the NBA's greatest champions that has ever lived. So, without any further ado, let's get into the team roster breakdown before we begin the season and go through each player and I'll explain why those players were chosen to be around Kobe. And remember, the rules for this team are just like it was in the beginning. Kobe or any other great player, when I do these, you're only allowed to have one player who was in between an 81 or an 85. After that, every subsequent player must be chosen under an 80. Now, if they progress during the season and become over 80, that's okay. But during the time of the draft, the maximum player that they're allowed to have is an 85 overall, regardless of position. So, without any further ado, let's get into the roster breakdown. As you see, we have Kobe Bryant in all of his powers, 26 years old. 26 years old, folks. There he is on Team Mamba. 99 overall as he was way back in 2005 2006 NBA season. As we see here, Kobe stats from the time that he was there in 1996, excuse me, 2006. His offensive stats as it was when he was in his prime, restored to his absolute greatness. But now we turn to his teammates, and let's start with the first pick was Dante DiVincenzo. Remember, all of these players are made from an NBA expansion draft, where each team in the NBA goes over and decides which team players they don't want to protect, and from that player pool, those are the players that are selected to be around the prospective great player in this situation, this scenario, Kobe. So, without any further ado, let's get into the guard core. I took Dante DiVincenzo and Marcus Smart and Sheed. Why? If you remember what Kobe played with in his best years when he was winning. Who was in the backcourt with him? For all of his ups and all of his downs and all of his trials and tribulations and everything that he went through, people always talk about the fact that Kobe Bryant never won a championship without Shaquille O'Neal, but they never talk about the fact that he never won a championship without who? Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher. Remember Derek Fisher? Tough, gritty point guard who can guard any point guard in the NBA. He could guard Allen Iverson at times, but he also had a knockdown 3-point shot. That is why Dante DiVincenzo was chosen because he, in my opinion, in the draft pool, he reminds me the most of that. He's tough, he's gritty, he can shoot the three, and he can guard. You also have Marcus Smart, who will also be able to swing in between point guard, two guard, and a little bit of small forward, which will give Kobe Bryant a lot of rest defensively throughout the game because you know Kobe's going to score a lot of points. I mean, let's be honest. This team Mamba is going to rely on Kobe every single night to put up shots. That's what you're going to get. And then behind them, you have Marcus Sheed. He's a very athletic point guard, good ball handler, not a great shooter per se. He's working on his jump shot. He's a streaky 3-point shooter at best, but he can really come in the game and give you a lot of things off the bench defensively as well as offensively, especially in fast break mode. So that's what's going to help. That's what you would need with Kobe because you don't need a point guard to get him shots. You need a point guard who can hold his own, go out there and guard his man, and be able to hit open shots when Kobe gets double teamed. You don't need a good ball handler. You don't. Kobe's going to take care of that. So going up further, behind Kobe, Kobe's going to be starting, obviously, but behind him we have who? Buddy Hield. Think about it. Remember Sasha Vujacic in those championship runs? Remember that? The guy hitting those off ball 3 pointers off Kobe Bryant penetrations? Who hey, Buddy Hield comes in. He's gonna fill that role off the bench. He'll be that guy coming in, hitting big shots when Kobe gets double teamed because he's a knockdown shooter, one of the best shooters in the NBA from a spot up perspective and coming off the ball. I also brought John Concar here to come in here and be someone who can come in, add a little bit of versatility to that position, and give us a little bit of size. He's 6'5". He can swing in between the two and the two and the four. And don't be surprised. What's going to be interesting in this season is if you notice, this is the modern era. Look closely at Kobe Bryant. I have him listed as a two guard, swinging all the way up to the power forward spot. Because in this era, you best believe if Kobe Bryant had played in this era, he would be playing some power forward. Dude, I'm telling you, he's 6'6", 215 pounds, highly athletic and can get out and run and can shoot and can spread the floor. Trust me, he would have been playing some four spot in this NBA today. He couldn't have done it back in the day. The league was just too big. But the way the game is now, yeah, Kobe can play up front now. So you're going to see that. You're going to see that in this series. Kobe Bryant playing power forward. That's going to be pretty interesting to see. So let's go to the small forward core. We have Ryan Dunn. I chose him and Laveria, who are going to be my two small forwards. These are two guys who can get out and run and stretch the floor. Dunn's more of a defensive stopper, whereas Laveria is more of a catch and shoot, spread the floor kind of guy. He can swing up and play the power forward and small forward. Might even put him at center at times. And if you remember that, remember Robert Ory? Robert Ory, that's Laveria, the guy who just sneaks around and hangs around the three-point line, and when you least expect it, he hits that big shot. That's what we're going to be counting on him to do for Team Mamba. But now you're probably thinking, what about defense and rebounding? Well, let's swing up to the power forwards and the center positions. At the power forward position, we have Jonathan Isaac. This guy is a big-time shot blocker. He's 6'10" and rangy and can get out there and jump, protect the basket. Not a big-time scorer, but you're going to need some size around the basket. And if you remember 2009, 2010, remember the Lakers and how they were built. Remember it was Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum clogging up that lane, giving Kobe that defensive backfield that he could just go ahead and rely on. He can go out there and gamble, knowing that you got those shot blockers waiting on you. That's why I took Jonathan Isaac, because in today's NBA, with all the small ball going on, yeah, you're gonna pay a price in transition, but defensively, with Kobe out there gambling and that kind of rim protection, specifically with the defensive 3 seconds, you need guys who are mobile to be able to get back in position to defend the basket. Because the defensive 3 second rule, it just makes it so hard to be a dominant defense. That's why you need to have it's not enough to be a good shot blocker. You have to be mobile and a good shot blocker. And this guy is both, and he's rangy. So that's why I took him. We also have Aaron Wiggins, who'll come in and play at the power forward spot. He's extremely athletic. Keep in mind he's 6'5", he's 6'5", 190 pounds, but he's playing the power forward spot. He can get out and run and shoot the three. This is why I'm saying look for Kobe Bryant to be playing a little bit of power forward in this series. It's going to be interesting. You see Kobe Bryant playing up front, getting out and matching up against guys like Kevin Durant up front, matching up with guys like LeBron James up front. He'll be matching up with him at times. Maybe even Anthony Davis. You might see that. You might see that matchup with Kobe Bryant match up with Anthony Davis at the four spot throughout the season. It's going to be interesting. Now moving on to the center position. This is where we're most deepest at. I took a lot of players here because I felt like this is where we're gonna need for screeners, big time screeners, and rebounding. Because remember, it's freaking Kobe, dude. He's gonna shoot a lot. You're gonna need some rebounders, man. He's gonna shoot a lot. He's gonna miss a lot, and there you need guys that go up there and get that ball and kick it back out to the Mamba so he can jack it right back up again. More shots for Kobe. That's what this is all about. So who you get? You go out and get Steven Adams. He was available, one of the toughest men of in this NBA era. That's saying a lot because in a small ball era, there aren't a lot of guys that's walking around here that's 6'11", 265 pounds that can go in there and move people around and take a basket when you need it. And then we got Adem Bona. Again, another rangy, mobile shot blocker. Again, I can put Bona out there alongside with Isaac, and then you get the same look with, like I was saying, with Andrew Bynum and Paul Gasol. Obviously, neither of those two, they are not nearly as good as Bynum and Gasol were, but you see they have the same type of physique and the same type of skill set from a defensive perspective. We're not looking to get any kind of offense from these guys. Okay, other than offensive rebound putbacks and things like that, or drawing fouls on over the back calls where people trying to keep them off the glass. And then you have Skeeter's excuse me, I'm trying to say Sandro. Listen, guys, you want to take a shot at saying that name, be my guest, but I'll just call him Mamu. I'll just call him Mamu. Mamu Kel Skeeter's I think that's his name. A guy you can bring in there. He's a stretch five. He's just gonna come. He's the guy you bring in there when you really want to take some pressure and spread the floor. Maybe you put Kobe up front and do pick and roll and take the center. Like put Kobe at the 4 spot and then do pick and roll with this guy and bring the big man out. Now you got problems because you've got no size. Because if you have him playing the 5 and Kobe's at the 4, you're doing pick and roll with this guy and this guy, then that means you're bringing point guards over in weak side help trying to stop Kobe Bryant at the basket. Good luck with that. Okay, you're trying to bring weak side help with a 6'1" point guard trying to stop Kobe Bryant on a hard drive to the basket. Good luck with that. So that's how this team has been built, and that's pretty much the sum of it, guys. So this quick little video was here to show you Team Mamba in all of its glory. And yeah, this is the breakdown. The second best player on Team Mamba will be DiVincenzo. I couldn't find anybody over an 81 that fit. So this is the team. It will be Kobe, DiVincenzo, Marcus Smart, Wiggins, and that's pretty much your starting 11 right there. Your 12, starting 5 and your 11-man rotation. So thanks for watching this little short video, guys, and I will be starting my Kobe Bryant videos pretty soon here. Please hit the like button and the subscription button and hit the notification bell and make sure you're checking out my playlists because every single game, just like the Jordan series and my Wilt Chamberlain series and my current ongoing Magic Johnson and Larry Bird series will have its own playlist and you can catch all the games there on my channel in 100% synchronization, all in order. You can just plug in, just fire and forget and just sit back and watch and enjoy and listen to me or just turn it off or whatever you want to do. As long as whatever you want to do to have fun. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching this short little breakdown video of Team Mamba, and I will be coming back to you soon with the first game of the season as the Atlanta Hawks will be taking on Team Mamba, and there's their jerseys right there. You can check them out right there. Team Mamba in their first home game. What will it look like? Team Mamba's not. I must say, out of all the team, but between Team Jordan and Team Wilt and Team Magic and Team Larry, I have to say that Kobe's team, I think it's the best built around him. But having said that, in terms of the ratings, it's the lowest ratings man for man. If you go look at Team Jordan's ratings, and like for instance, the second best player on Team Jordan the first season was Michael Porter Jr. He was at 85. We ain't got our second best player is coming off the bench. We got DiVincenzo coming off the bench. So the 6 man's our second best player. It's going to be interesting, guys. So you don't want to miss this one because you know what Kobe's all about, taking shots. Okay, it's going to be fun. So I'll see you guys in that first video coming up here soon. And I thank you for checking in with this video on Rexington Strong Style Sports. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.